Okay, wow, hi. I'm making a video diary that, I've been putting off for a little bit. It's the 9th now, and, I wanted this to kind of be a recap of, 2021, because it is January 9th, 2022 right now. And I don't really know where to begin. I mean, I'm going to go through this year's photo so that I can like trigger my memory and I could talk about this year, but I also want to recap to where I am now. And it's been a weird period of time, I think. I've been a little isolated. I've been seeing Micah pretty much only, and in the past couple months, I've only hung out solo with one person, and that was Alan. Alan, I don't know his last name, but it's like person I met from Hinge. It's nothing romantic or anything, but yeah, we hung out one time, and one other hangout I had was with Micah. As well as Caitlin and Jesse and their friend Evan, and also Alan. Alan Chen, a different Alan. And we had board game night, and that was really fun. But that was like last year, end of November. So yeah, I've been just busy and working and honestly just in my head a lot. I really don't talk to many people, and that's fine. I honestly haven't been in a very social mood. Mornings have been very slow for me, and I've been trying to get in the habit of waking up earlier. I think I would enjoy that, but I just can't. I don't know, I just haven't been able to get up at that time. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm a little addicted to my phone. I feel like I've noticed that as soon as I wake up, I am on my phone. And I'm basically looking at a screen or listening to something digital all day. And I know it's been like this for a while now. I think especially with quarantine and being home so much, it's really easy to just constantly have external stimulus. And I think that I do this to avoid being in my thoughts. And honestly, I don't know what's so scary about my thoughts. I just think maybe like it's too boring. I'm not sure. I think I'll drive myself crazy if I like listen to my thoughts for too long. I've been trying to balance work, and I recently just like did a bunch of orders and got those out, so now I don't have like a very big like people waiting on me, but still I have to like depend on myself, rely on myself and keep myself accountable. It's been hard for me to like relax though, because every moment I feel like I need to be working, and when I'm working I feel like I'm never working hard enough. So I feel like I don't deserve to take a break. Journaling, I kind of get a little bit restless, and same with meditating. I want to start reading again. I want my apartment to feel cozy, but I mean, it's okay. It's getting there. It's much, I have more furniture than I did before, but it's still kind of bare. I feel kind of just like blah. One thing that is interesting though, I got like 2 orders, I think 2 or 3, I think 2 orders on Earthy and Jewelry on my birthday, which is wild because I like hadn't posted in a while, but that's really cool. I had a really good birthday. My mom did something really thoughtful and gave me a sewing machine / embroidery machine. One that's like very similar to the kind that got stolen from me 2 years ago, and it was really, really sweet and touching, like so touching that my mom remembered and like went back through her texts and tried to find the name of the old machine. And it's perfect timing because next semester I have a sewing class, and that's cool. I feel like my use of constantly absorbing external stimulus is a form of escapism, and I worry and fear that I am stunting my growth by constantly seeking escape. But another side of me feels like, well, isn't that the point of relaxing? Like, isn't it the point to turn your brain off for a little bit? But then I'm like, yeah, but is this type of relaxing harmful to myself because I'm doing it out of I don't know, maybe a sense of fear of being in my thoughts for too long. So I don't know. The other day I've been trying to like have a little bit more alone time because Micah and I will go on like months where we see each other every single day, and while they make life just so much easier, being with another person, it feels very motivating, because it like gets me out of my head a little bit. But I also do miss my alone time. Like, I need my alone time because I will get very easily agitated, and I won't, like, they didn't do anything wrong, so why am I giving them attitude? Well, it's just because I need some alone time and I'm projecting. So yeah, I need alone time. But it's not as easy to be alone as it was when I was younger. And being alone is something that being able to be alone is something that I really prided myself in growing up. Naturally, being an only child, I kind of got really used to being my own company and being alone all the time. My parents were working all the time, so I also was kind of socially awkward and didn't have that many friends. But Yeah. Um, I spend a lot of my time thinking about how to spend time. And I feel like I definitely do, always want to be constantly growing. And that's a great thing about myself. But I feel like it puts me in this lack mentality, in that whatever state I'm in currently is not good enough. And that only when I reach my goal will I be happy. And I know that happiness actually won't come with the goal, because I'm just going to be thinking about the next goal. And I think that a part of this is that I don't know how to celebrate. I didn't grow up with things. I was really never taught to celebrate anything. And yeah, I don't know. I guess, I never really celebrated my birthday too much growing up. And by that I mean, I have a very complicated relationship with my birthday. And it's also the day after Christmas. And I also have a complicated relationship with Christmas too, because my family and I also never really celebrated that either. So it's really a lonesome time, those 2 days. Especially it being like one of the darkest times of the year. And also really cold, and everything is closed, and your birthday is very much an afterthought, or it feels like it, since no one's available, and someone's always sick, and your parents are always working. Anyway. I don't know. I've been thinking a lot about my birthday. It having been so recent. But actually I had a really good birthday this year. My God, I had a really chill day. The morning of my birthday was really hard, because it's just always hard. Mornings are already hard, so but I actually had a good day. Mike and I walked around LES, and we got boba and just walked around. I got some yarn. We got some Thai food. Later they surprised me with going to the botanical garden, and we saw some lights, and some light installations, like nighttime installations, which was cool. And we went to a fancy vegan restaurant, which was also very cool. I'm very lucky to have Micah, because they grew up celebrating all the time, and they are an expert at celebration and relaxation, and I never had that example. Actually, it's something that my mom is trying to learn now. She's trying to learn how to relax more, And I am too. I don't know how, because I always feel constantly, whenever I'm relaxing, I'm constantly thinking about how this isn't accomplishing anything, how I should be working, how I don't deserve to be taking a break right now, how this is not what a successful person looks like. And on top of that, I honestly don't know how to. Like, watch a show, I don't know. I feel like because I'm constantly like consuming external stimulus, that technically I'm always relaxing, and therefore I'm never working hard enough. Or just most of the time not working hard enough. I don't know. There's like nothing. I mean, I'm consuming media all the time, being at home. Like, I can constantly listen to a YouTube video. I can always have like something on Netflix playing in the background as I do other stuff, since I'm constantly multitasking anyway. So how do I relax? Like, you read a book, it feels like work, and sometimes I feel like I'm in my thoughts. And honestly, starting a book feels like starting a workout for me. And I think school has made reading feel like a chore for me. And even though I know it's good for me, that's why I'm doing it, because I think it's good for me, not because I actually want to anymore. And I think it's because maybe I need better books. But that being said, how do I find better books? Because I have such a fear of wasting time. I don't know, but then again, it's like, is there ever wasted time? No, if not really. I guess it's not really like wasting time that I guess no, honestly it is. It's about not having productive time. But what does productivity mean then? I don't know, because relaxing is also technically productive. And so why am I giving myself so much resistance? Why won't I just allow myself to be happy? I think that being happy is to be very vulnerable, because at any moment that happiness can be taken from you. And to be honest, like, I am happy. I'm in a much better place than I was before, but every day is still hard. And I still constantly feel like I'm not deserving of good things. So, I mean, it's not happiness that I'm chasing after anyway. It's just contentness. But I mean, I think that's not a very helpful metric anyway, because that is such a big goal. So I don't know. I don't know what I am. I'm just I'm in a much better place than I was 10 years ago. So I've definitely made a ton of progress, and I'm really proud of that. But I'm in my head a lot, and it really inhibits me, and I feel like I'd be a much more powerful person if I did not let this control me so much. I'm really trying my hardest to be a healthy person. I think I am, kind of. I need to get groceries. I don't know. I just feel like I'm doing something wrong all the time. Yeah. I don't really have a clear vision on what I want this next year to be like, but this past year was really good, I think. Because I was in a really shitty place in the beginning of last year, so it could only go up, right? And it really did. I moved out from my really toxic living situation, and I started dating one of my best friends, and now we've decided to get married, and that's really beautiful. I mean, I'm gonna go over my year in review in a second here. But I guess my point here is that this year I don't really have a big goal for me. Like, I don't really have a clear vision for me this year, and I'm worried that because of that I won't have a very intentional year. And last year my intention was all about bravery. It was all about being assertive about what I wanted and what I needed, and valuing courage. And this year is literally just a continuation of that, and I worry that because it's a new year, but I'm looking at it in the same way as last year almost, that it won't be a good year. I don't know. I mean, it's not like I have that, but I do have that much control. It's all about my perspective. So if I think I'm gonna have a bad year, I literally will. So I don't want to think that. But yeah, more bravery. I mean, I'm in a different place, so I wanna, for this year, accept that I am deserving of good things. But same with last year. I mean, I wrote some affirmations for this next year down. But I wrote a lot, and it's because of that I'm like, damn, I really don't have a clear message. I wrote a lot. And last year, I wrote less. But I made 2 sigils, one for inherent confidence and another for an abundance of love. And I think maybe those are my 2 big, goals for this year. To just exude inherent confidence and to attract an abundance of love and to accept it. Yeah. So this is my first video diary in a while, so I'm going to try to make these more consistently so that every time I'm not like talking for a million years trying to update. But I think this is a good alternative to journaling when I am feeling too restless too. It's so crazy that I journaled basically every single day when I was in India for 3 months, because holy shit, I felt so on top of it. I felt so like I was reading so much, I was journaling so much, I was so consistent. And not having a phone really helped that. Like, not having internet or a laptop or a phone or even like Spotify really helped not have any distractions. And also like being in a foreign place and not speaking Hindi, that really helped me have a lot of free time. I mean, like, so that makes sense, but I mean, I know I can do it, and I know how good it made me feel. So why is it that I can't bring myself to do the thing that I know I want to do and will make me happy? Why is that? It's such a human thing. Anyway, I'm going to do my year in review, so I'm gonna end this video here, and thanks for listening, and future Belle, when you watch this back, I just want you to know that I hope that you know that you were very deserving of good things, and you're very capable, even if you don't feel it. You're so capable. And also that you belong here. Okay. All right. Bye.